Hi, I'm Christina Trauthwein, VP of Content and Creative at Hotel Business. And today I'm here with Kerry Ranson. He's the CEO of HB Hotels. Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. It's good to be back out again.
You announced the other day the appointment of a new CIO. Can you tell me a little bit about that hire and also why he's a good fit with the culture of your company?
Absolutely. So we just hired to join us is Jeff Burns. Jeff formerly was with JMI Realty out of Austin and San Diego. We've done several deals over the years with Jeff from the management side, where we had come in and worked with JMI to find certain deals and work with them, and from there manage the assets. And so we, through COVID, had an opportunity where we had taken one of our assets that we managed for another group that had asked us to find an ownership group that was out there. And Jeff's group, JMI, happened to be one. And in the conversation, Jeff had mentioned, with the way things are happening, that we'd be better off right now for himself going and trying to put capital together for opportunities, because that's really, I think, where some opportunities lie, and they're going to lie as you come out. And so he was going to do his own thing, and upon the conversation, that we've loved working with him. He's a great guy, a great visionary from a development perspective, and saw a great opportunity to marry the worlds of capital and management. I mean, we are true heart, we are a third-party management company and have been. While we've developed and owned part over the years, at our core, we're third party. And so that marriage was a great opportunity for us to go and start working on the capital side of opportunities and then marrying the management side. And so we're excited to have him. He's definitely a different visionary for us. And I think those ideas and things will be special for HP as we kind of come out of our COVID pandemic.
Okay. You mentioned opportunities, and we'll get into those a little bit later, but you also mentioned visionary. So I want to talk about you and that type of role. You were named CEO earlier this year. What do you, as leader of this company, hope to accomplish and implement, and what is your vision for HP Hotels going forward?
Well, I think succession planning, really. I mean, so Mike, myself, Joe Powers, our other partner, started the company in 2002. And so through that, we've really evolved over the years. And I think for us in through the COVID pandemic, we all had looked at each other and said, look, no need in C-suite type titles. We need to jump in business and do what we need to do. But also on the outcome was somebody still needs to be in charge. And I think recognizing that, I think Mike's probably at a point where he wants to do some different things at some point. And so how are we setting up the company from a succession planning? And I think from a vision standpoint, what is that long term? How do we put ourselves in a position that takes advantage of what's out there currently, but also what is going to be out there? And then we've got people that have been with us for 20 plus years. Yeah. And so from that standpoint, you're wanting them to have an opportunity of going to that next place for their careers. And so right now we're focused on, look, how do we own the third party piece that is going to come available again? But also taking advantage right now of there being so many deals out there, and how do you align yourselves with the right capital groups that are looking for management companies from that standpoint, and bringing deals and capital together from a management perspective is kind of where we're focused.
And certainly 2020 and 2021 have been tough times for everybody, but specifically this industry. What lessons have you learned during the pandemic that will continue to inform you in your decisions going forward?
Well, look, we started the company after 9/11. So for us, we're used to down cycles, and how do you work yourself through it? What is a system that you're preparing? So you did it through '08 with the financial crisis, but oh my God, who thought this? I mean, seriously, when you think you're prepared, you're never prepared enough. And so with it, I think we moved more into a standpoint of how do you still offer services through tough times and still delivering key BI, business intelligence. How are we getting the right information to the right people? I think some of those things that I did realize is from our personnel perspective, we got good people. Yeah. And with it, I think that alignment of everyone pulling together to where we started working together from, not that we didn't before, but everybody jumped in and just said, look, what do we need to do to get through this? Yeah. But I think the biggest thing for us was to step back and get back to who we were. Mm-hmm. I think through the years as we've grown, maybe we lost some of that core niche, smaller management company mm-hmm. side where Mike, myself, Joe, our three partners were, actually interacting and talking with all of our staff and owners and investors. And through time, that gets tough. You're not doing it regularly. Mm-hmm. And so with it, I think it helped us look at how we were structured. So Ed Robison's another person that we brought in during this time, and he's heading up, development, but more importantly, owner relations. So even though our assets have touch points every day, Ed is a way in which we're working with our ownership groups, following up on a monthly perspective to say, hey, this is what's working. Here's maybe where we failed, but this is what we're going to do to fix it. And so I think with it's helped us realize too, those relationships are more than just a contract. They've, for us, been friends, they've been peers, and we've done a lot of business. And so with it was get back to who you are.
So let's talk about what's on the horizon for HB Hotels. Is there any news you want to share? Anything you're working on in terms of strategies, initiatives?
Yeah, so look, we've just picked up a few new assets that we're managing. We're down in New Orleans and Baton Rouge, a Holiday Inn Express and a Hilton Garden Inn. We're in the midst of an additional 3 assets coming to the portfolio from the lifestyle side, back in our roots in Birmingham. So we're going to be picking up some assets there as well. We've got an Indigo in New Orleans that was a conversion from an independent to an Indigo. That'll open, we're supposed to open this month, but you can't get anything delivered. So we're probably looking beginning of next year with that one, January or February. So within a 5-month frame, we've probably looking at 6 new assets that are joining the family. And so with that, I think we're turning into 22 in a exciting manner.
So whenever possible, I like to leave things on a positive and optimistic note. And you are famous, I'll say, on social media for your inspirational quotes. So I thought maybe we can end this and you can share with us and our audience your favorite one that really kind of has spoken to you.
Well, I need them as much as I put them out there. So, having 14-year-old triplet girls, you need plenty of motivation and inspiration each day. But I think I'll probably leave you with one that's actually from one of my daughters. And she said it was around being a captain. And she said, when you look yourself in the mirror and you get up in the morning, I have one duty that I want to be responsible for, and that's being a captain. And a captain is a leader, a captain is a friend, and a captain is a good sibling. And so that was from her. And so, those are the type things, I guess it's the kids are even rubbing off on me.
Listen, you can always learn from your kids. They say actually you learn a lot from your kids.
That's it.
And maybe one day we have a future CEO in her.
I would only be so lucky.
Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.